Mar, you ready? I see you're muted.
Sorry, my bad. I coughed earlier.
Oh, okay.
So
I was wondering maybe you forgot you muted yourself because you do that sometimes.
that happens, yeah.
I do that
Um,
all the time.
are you gonna stream on Discord?
Yeah. Do you want me to do it once we get into the channel? Because I don't know.
Oh, yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
sorry, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it
Yeah.
changes yet.
Oh, my bad.
I think
Okay.
we get dragged in.
Yeah. All right.
Hooray!
Go to the
Hooray.
channel. Oh, go ahead, Bolty. You can introduce it.
You want? Oh, she left. Okay. All right. I'm introducing YossyHop.
Yeah. Hello.
Hey, you're doing Outlast
Yeah.
on PS4.
Glitchless.
Glitchless. My bad. No S plus Q.
That just means no save and quit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure. Cool.
Yeah.
And then your commentator is
Marforia.
Cool.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah. Before we start, there was just recent donations, so I'll just say now. Holly Wobble did 50. Nice, Holly. And Cow. Oh my gosh, 99 did $10. So cool.
Heck
That was
yeah,
me.
guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm gonna let you guys do your thing. Okay.
Alright, so yeah, welcome to Outlast. You know, this game it's pretty violent, so just a heads up. There's some nudity. I will try to avoid that with camera angles, but yeah, we're journalists. We find some little news outlets that some spooky stuff has been going on in this abandoned asylum, so we're just gonna check out why. Shouldn't really have done that. We should have just stayed home.
Yeah, he could have just let someone else do it.
Right? Just call the cops like, hey, some weird things going on over here.
Also, not just that, in typical horror game fashion, like if you look to the right, guess what? There's no one with you. So, good job, Miles.
Typical starting horror game right here in a car in the middle of nowhere. And time starts when I move, so don't worry. I didn't forget to hit that button.
Yeah, and Yossi will be playing on PS4. Quite a few categories of this speed run. Mainly PC, various consoles. I think does this support current consoles as well, like PS5, Xbox?
I believe it has to, because PS5 can play games on PS4. So yeah, I believe so. I assume it's just like faster loads.
Yeah, that's
which
how
is
it was
nice.
with RE7. Yeah, I believe time starts when Yossi takes control of Miles, which still not yet. It gives you like
once I take my first step.
When it gives you the objective. Nice camera, by the way.
Heck yeah. We're not a real journalist without our little camcorder.
No way.
With only 10 batteries on us, we can survive. We can do this.
Wait, is that really 10 batteries on you?
Yeah, it said 10, but I think it's just for show right here.
And
alright, and I'm gonna do a countdown. It'll be like 3, 2, 1, go. I hit 1 this time, not 3. Look at that.
Is your time? Oh, there it goes.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, when we're testing this, I was like, why doesn't my timer start? I'm like, oh, I'm hitting the wrong button.
Gotta hit number 1 on live split.
So yeah, this game, it's honestly pretty simple. It's just a bunch of, jumping into things, opening doors. There's not a lot of super technical stuff here, so it's honestly a pretty easy game. We just happen to do it in the dark. No problem.
It's a very movement-based run. Most horror games, depending, you have some sort of combat, inventory management, things of that nature. But with this game, you're literally running and jumping, doing a few little animation skips and things like that. And you technically do have an inventory, you just can't see it. Like, you have to, pick up keys and batteries and things like that. Well, actually, in this run, you don't pick up any batteries. You just keep your vanilla batteries on you. So, like Yossi says, a lot of running in the dark.
Yeah, so as you see here, since we're running in the dark, we do have to use our night vision on our camcorder. The batteries do deplete pretty fast, so, but that's Chris, he won't bother us yet. We don't pick up any batteries in our run, but, you know, in casual play, you'll tend to want to pick those up, because the game does get pretty dark. And we're apparently not using, like, Energizer or anything, because these batteries are terrible.
I'm curious what brand of batteries this is that were drained so quickly.
It's the same ones that were used in Alan Wake. That's all I know.
I remember you talking about that earlier. I guess, is that another kind of stealth game? Because I haven't played it.
I haven't played it. I just know the batteries drained super fast in that one, and that apparently it was Energizer kind of sponsored it, and once they figured that out, they kind of took it away.
That's pretty interesting. They're like, oh wait, batteries don't last a long time in this game. Let's let's rescind that.
Yeah, we're just like, yeah, our batteries kind of last longer than that.
Sorry to interject. We have a dono from a Miss Obnoxious Owls with $20.
Ooh.
No comment, but thank you, Owls.
Heck yeah. Yeah, anytime you got any donations, just feel free to interrupt us. We don't, whatever we're doing.
All right.
Yep. There's a lot of just like running to and from. Like, this game is very linear. You're kind of running to certain paths and things like that. You know, like I said earlier, very movement based. Got to watch your lines, things of that nature. And then there's a few jump scares like this guy right here. So yeah, we'll try to warn you in advance when some of these jump scares might be popping up. But we may keep it a surprise for you. We'll see. So as of now, Yossy picked up a key card because, yeah, we came into this asylum to figure out what's going on here. But you know those things. It's like as soon as you get here, you're trying to, well, eventually you're going to like try to find your way out. But as of now, we're trying to, you know, access documents and things like that to figure out who's doing stuff here. What's going on?
There's another dono from Pat V with the $5 dono saying, "Too spooky for me." Ooh.
Thank you, Pat.
Heck yeah, Pat. So yeah, this game here, it wants us to hide in a locker because Big Boy Chris is coming in, but we're not going to do that. We're not scared. We just hang by that little corner and just push our way out.
Yeah, that's a very nice skip because, you know, that part's very terrifying because when you go hide in that locker, Chris kind of walks in and, you know, looks around the room. He does kind of like walk in front of the locker too a little bit, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think if you like make too much noise or something, or try to get out, he would just grab you from that thing.
Ooh.
Or maybe I'm thinking of aliens. One of those.
Oh, yeah? That's Chris fortunately doesn't have AI that scales throughout the game. It just stays the same.
So as you see, the Father Martin guy, he turned off their power, which is very rude of him, so we're just going to go turn it back on because we need lights.
Then we had one lowly patient here. Ooh, right there.
Yeah.
Trying to thwart you, but yeah.
He's a little nice though. He boops you and then gets out of your way.
Yeah. Some of the enemies nicer, some of the other ones pretty aggressive.
There's another dono from Miss Atina Bo with $20 saying, "Let's go!
Let's go!
Let's go!" All right, power's back on. Where are we going?
Going back and do our research. Oh. But yeah, once we see Father Martin's here, he's a mean guy. Look at this.
Ow.
Who just does that to people?
That is one big needle too. Yikes. Ugh.
I wish he put on a hat because his entire face is just no.
Yeah, we were talking about this earlier. His face is super creepy, and there's a lot of creepy monsters in this game, but the seemingly most normal looking guy right here, Father Martin, something about his face, maybe it's just his proportions or something like that, or maybe the lighting. I can't put my finger on it. Maybe it's his eyes. Maybe that's
I
it.
think it's just everything.
There's one of your famous loading screens on
Oh,
console.
yes. Yes, console, we have a few loading screens here. But the main run for the main leaderboard, we actually time it without loads. So it kind of works out for us.
So for console, I suppose because like there's no auto splitters or like load remove. Oh, I guess some console, like some of the speedrun communities make a load remover for console games. Is that the same for here?
No.
Or no?
They just manually take out all the loads because the loads are consistent. They'll happen at the same spots, so they know exactly where to look for them.
Okay, well that's good. Because I remember when I first was running Crash NST on PS4, you know, there was a way to capture, I guess, the screen, and then they knew how, like, you capture it, and then I guess from looking at that, there's like a little tool, and it will remove the loads for you. So, yeah, I guess it depends. But it's good they know where the loads are here to remove here.
Yeah. Sadly, they're not the same. They don't take the same length at all, but they're in the same spots, so they just
That's
gotta
good.
time them out.
So now we're looking for a path to the showers. Is that correct?
Yeah. Overall, we're kind of just looking how to get out of here right now, because I don't know about you, but I just want to get out. After getting stabbed by some bald guy, it's no.
And not just that, bloody stuff on the wall saying "follow the blood."
It's
so
marinara. It's not blood. It's
True.
marinara sauce.
The whole asylum here sprinkled with marinara sauce.
This is secretly
not
a
blood.
pizza making business. It's yeah.
This actually was an Italian restaurant, and the chef was fed up with making all the sauce, so they just kind of threw it everywhere. Because I'm pretty sure I heard that marinara takes like all day to cook, so eventually,
Yeah, it's a
there
real
they go.
pain.
Ooh, there's the twins,
Ooh,
our favorite dudes.
that would be like the only time you guys get to see those guys. Hopefully, if I do my job right.
Yeah, two scary guys making their debut, and then that's it. That's all you get to see of them. Yes, yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
So yeah, as Yossy said earlier, won't really be pulling up our camera a whole lot, only in the very, very dark places. Because as you see here, sure, there's like dark hallways and stuff, but as long as, you know, you see like a little light at the end of the hallway or something of that nature, even in a place like this, there's lighting from the windows. You really don't have to use your camera a whole lot, just only in places where you literally can't see.
Yeah.
There's like, you know, curves and stuff.
I think I tried to challenge myself to do it without a camera at all, and it's pretty doable just till you reach outside. Then it gets a little tricky.
Yeah, outside is literally pitch black,
Yeah.
so...
So those twins were actually in that area, but it was so dark you couldn't see them, but you could hear them. But we just casually go out the window and just shimmy past them.
Yeah, you absolutely want to avoid them because even just touching them, brushing up against them, is a one-hit kill. They
Yeah.
just kind of slide a big chef's knife into your stomach. Because again, you know, they were making marinara sauce, I suppose, and we're fed up with it. So
They got the little pizza knives.
no pizza cutters, no rolling pizza cutters. They're using the chef's knives. Which, by the way, I've done that plenty of times before. No shame with chef's knives.
The good chef knives.
Mm-hmm.
They cut through things like butter. Those things are so fun to use.
Yeah. And ooh, pile of dead bodies. That's pretty normal.
That's just, you know, the sausage and the meat that goes on the pizza. We're all good.
Ugh. So yeah, again, Yossy's trying to find go back to the showers because apparently that's where an exit is, but Mr. Chris Walker decided to ruin the party and he's chasing you yet again. Quite a few chase sequences here in this game. Surprisingly, huh?
Yeah, that part there casually, you'll just see people. Normally you're supposed to like hide and sneak past them, but we don't do that. We're just gonna run right through.
Oh, also another note, you know, you'll see Yossi jumping kind of, yeah, like right there. Just one of the little minor pieces of tech, but it adds up over the course of the run. You basically jump into doors, bookcases, like anything you have to slide through, any animations that are about to happen, like right there with that guy, because yeah, I guess it just brings miles into there quicker. Just shaves off maybe like what 0.25 seconds,
Yeah,
half a
something like
second or
that. It's
something.
just when you jump, it's faster than running, but when you land, it's not because you know have to stop and start running again. That's why we use it for jumping into animations, so we don't have like that stop point. So we fly and then we start.
But yeah, you know, it seems like a seemingly minor type of thing, but yeah, when you're doing a, you know, 55-minute run, close to an hour run, that's kind of stuff adds up. So, yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah, especially when you're doing it a lot.
We have a $10 dono from Pernella saying, "Zoom zoom."
Zoom zoom, heck yeah.
Oh yeah, I always had to pull up my camera here, even if you knew like, oh, we got to go to the left and everything like that. That place is so dark.
Yeah. We got another loading screen here.
Yay!
Yay! Random loading screens. They just slap you right in the face.
And then stop all your movement.
Yeah, oh yeah. So like a little glimpse of a little shadow that just went by there. We'll see more of him a little later.
Oh yeah, definitely recurring theme throughout this game. So now what Yossi is going to do, so there is an exit to this place. It's a ladder that leads you underground, but it's flooded with water at the moment. So there's 2 valves you have to turn off there to drain the water. And of course, while you're doing so, you get pursued by Mr. Chris Walker right here. So he's not going to let you down easy. How he makes his way down here as well, like without you hearing it, who knows? But
I think he
always
just
has to
drops
be
from
here.
the ceiling. I think he just like body plants. Yeah, like Superman. He's like, I'm here.
Yeah. Or true, like Mr. X Nemi style, just bust
Exactly.
through walls.
His name is Chris, so you know.
True. Oh yeah, and what's nice is after you complete your certain objectives, you get an autosave. So if you happen to die anywhere, essentially, you know, it only pushes you back kind of just a little bit farther back. You don't have to redo the whole thing over again.
Yeah, that's what also makes this game pretty speedrun friendly too for early people learning this game.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of getting sent like all the way back to the beginning or whatever.
Yeah, certainly one of those runs. Yeah, very beginner friendly. Also, yeah, just not really, you know, not as stressful to pick up. I'd say the only stressful part is, you know, just getting over the certain jump scares and, you know, getting over the dark and all that sort of stuff and managing your batteries and stuff here. But yeah, just strict movement, running, jumping. You have infinite stamina, so you don't have to worry about a stamina bar. There is, you know, clearly there's like health and stuff here, but if you get hit, your health regens after a short amount of time. You only die after like 2 or 3 hits to normal monsters, but then you die to 2 hits to Chris. So yeah, no weapon management, no inventory management, menuing, things like that. So very easy to get into, and it's super fun.
Once again, we're just following the marinara sauce. This is where we do the mixing. This is where all the ingredients come together and we mix it up.
Oh yeah, it's very diluted. We got to mix it better.
It's a little marinara chocolate factory. This little chocolate river is just marinara sauce.
Did you already get to that part where like you were following the guy that was running, or is that after this part
That
here?
is... I think I just saw him.
Okay.
Yeah, there's just
That's
a little
another-
funny guy there that's just running.
Yeah, that's another part of this game. You know, when you're playing casually, you get to see all sorts of very unique special characters, and by special I just mean like, you know, the normal patients, but we skip through it really fast. Ooh, you want to talk about this part? The
Oh,
nice
God.
water.
So when you're in the water, of course you slow down because you're in water. But if we kind of time our jumps right, we can kind of just jump right through this water pretty quickly. And in this big area here, Chris is lurking in here. He's taking a nice little bath. But we're not going to really see him. We're just going to run right past him. And run up the stairs and do the ladder.
There you go. Easy as pie.
Yep. I think, yeah, casually, I don't know if anybody else has played this part casually, you know how pretty scary that part was.
Ooh.
Just to go in the area in the middle of nowhere and then realize Chris is there. It's like, ooh.
And then, yeah, it's super dark. There's water. Like, it's a huge room. I think it's like a huge, like, square room. Oh, there's the guy. There he goes. But yeah, that water part, super terrifying. And you're just kind of wandering around aimlessly. But then when you speed run this, you're like, oh, you just hop
You just go straight, yeah.
And there's the stairs.
There's loading screen just slapped right in front of us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know on PC when you go up these stairs, because it's like kind of like a spiral staircase, you go really fast and it kind of stutters a little bit because it does load. It's yeah, quite silly. And I believe, yeah, I think this is the first part, first instance you see in the game that you get introduced to little, like little cabinets and stuff here. These little metal cabinets that you can use to cover doors and help block you from enemies. It's kind of being like, oh hey, here's your little defense here. Oh.
Where are you going there?
Little
on
hurdle.
it, not over. There you go.
But yeah, the game introduces you kind of like a little mechanic where it's like, oh hey, I can feel a little safe by blocking these doors, but since we're speedrunning, don't really have time for that. But there are a couple specific ones you do have to move or set up and things like that. Yeah, we certainly have to move them out of the way, but we definitely don't use them to block.
These guys here, they found out we stole their secret marinara recipe, so now we're just trying to run away before they catch us.
It's like Plankton taking the Krabby Patty
exactly,
recipe.
we're Plankton. And then Mr. Krabs will be popping up pretty soon here.
He has big, meaty claws. Yeah, and you would think since you jumped over that large hole that you would, you wouldn't be chased anymore, but spoilers.
They really want it back.
You can't have my secret recipe. Oh yeah, you have to wait for the dumbwaiter to come down.
Yeah, you don't have to shut that door actually, but I just do.
Man, this part makes me feel so claustrophobic because I know how small those things are.
There's Mr. Krabs.
Ah! Say hello, everyone, to Dr. Traeger. Another creepy guy.
Oh yeah. So this is actually a pretty long cutscene here. I want to say it's like 5-6 minutes maybe or something. It's a pretty good length of cutscene. But it's
Yeah,
also
I'd say
it's
around
nice. It's kind of a breather too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because there are a couple small cutscenes in this game. But yeah, this is definitely like one of the longer ones. It happens, about halfway through the run, and it gives you like, a nice break to stretch your hands and things like that. Because as we all know, if a run is like super movement based and doesn't have like a lot of downtime, you'll take any downtime you can get.
Run free! I love the way he says it. I don't know why.
Why? I mean, I was gonna say we could, but we're strapped to the chair, aren't we?
Yeah, we're strapped in.
Oh no.
Oh no! We're going
Such
down!
a teaser. Such a teaser when games show you like the way out, but so close yet so far away. Oh no.
They do that twice here. They do that a lot for this game here. Like, yeah, there you go. You can leave if you want.
Yeah, some games are like that where you think you're about to be done with it, and then the game pops up with another objective like, oh nope, you got to do this other thing first. Because Alien Isolation, I feel like, was like that.
Oh yeah, yeah, a little bit.
He's taking you to the kitchen.
Oh yeah. This is where we make the dough, and this is where we also put in the marinara, as you will see. Look at all this marinara experiments happening here. Oh boy, lots of nice things happened here.
Excuse me, I'm going to call the health inspector.
Yeah,
Get this
you got
restaurant shut
glass
down.
all over. That's not right. We're just checking out the area. No reason at all. We're just checking out the area.
Yeah, and as Yossi says, definitely a nice part where, you could take a breather, get yourself a drink. Really, it's like we said, it's really nice when speedruns have a break, have a break in them.
Yeah, usually here I'm just staring at my phone. But I can't really do that here. Not now.
Yeah, I like to think probably like a majority of like maybe not a majority, but I feel like the more modern horror games that we run, like me and Yossi and some of our other friends, it's just constant go go go. No, except for Resident Evil 7, lots of cutscenes there. You can
Oh yeah.
take lots of breaks.
Look at there's bugs here. What is this? This isn't great pizza.
It's for protein.
Oh, okay, yeah, there you go. In some places they do eat bugs, so okay.
That's true. It's the protein of the future.
So now we're just
Oh,
gonna
no.
magically wiggle our way out of here, because apparently we couldn't have done that earlier. You're not legit unless you can hear all the sounds I'm making into the mic.
Yeah, so Red Barrel taking note off this game, because if we have any Resident Evil fans in the chat, specifically 7 and Village, you know how they don't like Ethan's hands. So something about horror games and hands, especially with like the first person horror games. So yeah, poor Miles. No hands, or no fingies at least.
No fingies. So for this part here, there's a guy, he's over there. He's talking, he's ranting, he's going on about something, and he's eventually going to call for Traeger. We don't like that guy. Is he is he's a 2-hit kill, and then we're just gonna wait for him to open the door for us, because he's a really nice guy.
Yeah, he definitely is a 2-hit kill. Yeah, which is fortunate for like a stronger like enemy. Wouldn't say he's like a boss or anything like that. There's not really bosses in the game, but yeah.
So yeah, if you time it right, you can run right past him, and you can actually run past him without him even seeing you if you type it like perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
So here we're just opening the door to get our exit strategy ready, because we gotta get out of here, but we gotta get the key to the elevator to get out of here first. And, oh no, there's Mr. Krabs. We're just gonna shut the door on him.
Nice juke. What's so you saw how like Yossi moved the door, like she moved like the cabinet and then opened the door. The unfortunate thing is if you happen to die here, that's gonna be like closed and all that stuff again.
Yeah, you gotta go reopen that little boy.
And I think I'm not sure if like the autosave puts you like kind of past that. I can't remember.
Just before the door, it's not too far.
Okay. Yeah, because there's been times where like I've died and then I go to that door and stuff there and it's like, oh wait, I have to push it again.
Yeah. So there's the key to the elevator. He just pops up everywhere. Look at this.
How?
So, yeah, we're just gonna move past him, but we're gonna wait till he comes out a little bit. And about there. Because we try to, you know, we can't really push him out of our way. So if we try to rush it, we'll just get stuck and he'll kill us.
Yeah, because yeah, earlier, you know, as soon as Chris opened the door, you can go right past him. But yeah, for this one, maybe it's just the size, just the little hitboxes and stuff there. If you try to, you know, scoot by him right away, he'll just totally body block you, even though it looks like there's room, but you can't. Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh, no! Ugh. Well. Bye, Traeger.
Bye. He's such a good like boss. Like I'm or enemy. I wish he was in this game a lot more.
Well, nice enough if you're ever playing this game casually. You know, for a lot of us with our first playthrough, you're kind of at that area for quite a while,
True.
just because it's kind of like a maze in a way. You know, we kind of loop back around at the same spots. And not just that, like a lot of your escape routes are up on the ceiling. You know, we're like crawling through vents. And I'm not sure about you all, but when I played this, I had no idea there was the vents up there. Like I wasn't looking up. I was just kind of looking side to side and looking for like crawl spaces and stuff. So depending how long it takes you to do certain sections, you can be there for quite a while. Oh no.
Well, we have a $10 donation from a Captain Ezekiel.
What?
And he
Yo.
says, big fan of both these ladies on screen. Best of luck, Yossy. You'll destroy this run. Also, can confirm, we hate Ethan and also apparently Miles' hands.
Heck yeah,
Thank you,
thanks,
Zeke.
Zeke.
Yeah, since that cafeteria is on fire, we now have to put out the fire so we can go outside. So there are 2 valves you have to turn on here. You know, pretty easy. Not a big deal. We know exactly where they are. But there might be a certain someone who tries to stop you. Oh, there he is.
We can call him Pearl. It's Mr. Crab's daughter right there.
Hello, Pole. Oh, and that guy in there talking about rubber duckies.
Yeah, sometimes he talks about duckies. He asks if you brought your little rubber ducky. Because he's weirdly giving the guy a little bath. Because we gotta make sure we're sanitized when we're handling food, guys.
True. Yeah, this part here can be a little tricky, just because, yeah, you can kind of juke past Chris there, but yeah, especially since you have to do it in the dark, you have to kind of take a very specific line there so he doesn't get you. And apparently, he can pull you out of bookcases and stuff. Like, he can pull you out of these little tight areas like that, so... It's been a while since I experienced that, but yeah.
Yeah, if you think we're safe if I shimmy through something or crawl through a hole, no, he will legit pull me out of that and he will kill you.
Alright, we're...
Loading.
Oh.
Yeah, there's another one.
There's another one. Famous console loads. Gotta love them. And we're heading outside now, right?
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah.
So yeah, as we said, it's super dark out here.
Yeah, and yeah, like if you play this for the first time, because it's not only it's super dark, and you know you have at least you have to find this key, go to these places, and you're just like kind of wandering around. But then when you go to speedrun this game, you're like, oh, I literally just have to go to the left and then go to the right.
Yeah.
Oh. Oop. Who was that?
Oh, who would name that guy? Who would he be? Squidward. We'll call him Squidward.
Flying Dutchman.
Oh, okay. No, yeah, that's perfect. He's the Flying Dutchman. You're good. You're good. You're good.
So yeah, some very specific jumps you have to do here, because there is fall damage in this game. So yeah, like, you know, you have infinite stamina, your health, you know, regens and all that stuff. But yeah, unfortunately, there is fall damage in this game. So you kind of have to time those jumps a little bit late to go across, you know, these roofs and platforms and stuff. If you just mistime it a little bit and stuff, then yeah, you will die.
Yeah, I'm just trying to preserve my battery life here, so sorry if I'm just roaming through complete darkness.
Yeah. Yeah, because you start with, well, it says 2 batteries up there, but you, in actuality, you have 3, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you get one extra one after the tree you're seeing.
Oh, okay.
I think. I never actually looked to confirm. I was just like, oh, I have 2. I was like, oh, okay. Apparently I have an extra on here.
Hey, Chris is back.
Yeah, there's Chris. We just kind of politely move him out of the way by going to the bridge. And he's like, oh, he's on the bridge. Let's go to the bridge. And you're like, oh, I can jump over this bridge. Ha ha ha.
Hooray.
Hooray. Physics.
Yeah, it's really interesting how large and vast these areas are, but then when you learn the route to this, you're like, wow, this is way more linear and simple than I thought.
So yeah, Chris is
Oh.
right there. We're gonna let him hit us to kind of delay us. Okay, we made it. And we delay him so he doesn't, like I said, grab us as we're trying to crawl through the hole. Because he will do that a lot, especially there.
Yeah. And yeah, in addition to that, like, you can avoid him there. Like, you don't have to take a hit from him, but then he absolutely will pull you out of that crawl space there. So it is better there just to take that hit.
Yeah, you think you make it, and you're like, oh no, I'm going backwards.
So yeah, we have to find another key now, correct, to go upstairs?
Yeah, so the 3rd floor is locked here. And so we just gotta get the key. As Father Martin, as you see, he's over there. He is kind of guiding us. Somewhat. He's always on the opposite side, but yeah.
Yeah, so at this particular moment here, we have to find 3 fuses. They're kind of scattered about this floor. They're here at like various altars, and 2 of them are here on this side of the hall, but then the 3rd one is kind of on the opposite side. And you say you get these 2 first, correct?
Yeah. Because when we come back around for the other area, the door will magically be open. And if we did it the opposite way, the door would be shut, and we had to waste a little time opening that door.
So, very specific route to take for here, and it's pretty nice. And of course, you have 1 enemy chasing you, so...
Yeah. It's this door here that's magically open for us.
Hooray!
So if we would have gone here first, the door would have been shut.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so the key that you need is there in the laundry chute with a, crumpled up body in there. But, yeah, so we'll finally have our key, right?
Yeah, somewhat. There's a guy in there, but it's whatever. He's keeping it safe for us.
Yeah, so in actuality, you think you got the key, you press the button there, and then that whole dumbwaiter just kind of falls down. So
Yeah.
you actually have to go down into the laundry room to get it.
It's like, oh, now I gotta go back. You just gotta hope that you remember where the laundry room is, or else you can get pretty lost in this game.
Oh, yeah.
There's no map, as you can see. I can't pull up a map or anything.
Yeah, mini-maps would be useful here, but Outlast is like, nah. Keep it very immersive, very scary. We don't need no mini-maps.
Open it, good sir. Thank you.
A good runtime for this game, I actually just had the leaderboard up. I believe it's like either 50 or 51 minutes.
Yeah, I think
Let me double check.
PC's maybe even 49 for PC. But for console,
Yeah.
what I'm doing now is like a 52 minutes.
Yeah, so for PC, the world record for PC is 50 minutes 30 seconds, and then for Yossy on the PS4, 51 minutes. And actually, Miss Yossy here is 5th place at 52 minutes 22 seconds. Yeah,
Heck
she the
yeah.
best.
Cool.
So yeah, we're just roaming through the dark here, and there's the Flying Dutchman. Oh no. And then we got those 2 twins are coming back here. I'm just gonna... You're not gonna see them, for obvious reasons.
Oh yeah.
They be a little naked.
Yeah, and like we said earlier, those twins are a one-hit kill, so you can slide past them, no problem. But yeah, during your first playthrough, you see them in there, and you're just like, well, time to leave.
Yeah, they're just right there, just all this, everything.
Yeah, you don't hear them talking or nothing. Oh, wait.
Oh no!
no.
Oh no, our one camcorder. Oh no! We should have bought
Oh.
extra.
And Miles doesn't have a smartphone on him either. What a
No.
shame. Ugh. Well,
Let's go get it.
silly enough, like you know the path up there to go in the darkness, but the game will literally not let you progress unless you have your camera.
Yeah, yeah. Even though you can go through the rest of the game here. It's like, oh, okay. I have
Yeah,
to go
you
get
can
the
go
camera.
through You can go through the whole game mostly in the dark, but then the game's like, nah, you gotta get your camera.
And then you can also not even use that camera. You just grab the camera and be like, oh, okay. I'm just not even going to use it. Oh, there's our camera.
Nice. It was even still on.
Hooray. This is a pretty sturdy camera, honestly. Like, that's still working.
Oh, but it's the lens is broken.
It's a
Oh
little
no.
broken. Easy fix.
Well, at that point, you do have to get a new one. Yeah, there is a crack in it. Not on the outside, just on the inside. It's okay.
It still works. Kind of like most people's phones. I'm sure. How many of you guys have cracks in your phones right now?
Oof. No, I usually put I always have a glass screen protector on my phone because, yeah, I do drop my phone a lot, so gotta have the extra protection. So yeah, Yossi got her camera back. We can now progress through the area that we totally could have progressed in without it, but you know,
Yeah.
thanks game.
The game, yeah. So if you notice, sometimes these guys, they're not really mean. They're you can see they're kind of helping us a little bit.
Yeah.
It's a very weird place. Some are friendly, some are not. And there's another loading screen here. Just slapped right in the face, load.
Yeah, with those, yeah, NPCs are either nice or they're aggressive, and the interesting about it is you can't really tell
Yeah.
when you first play this game, because, like, you know, at the beginning of the game, you're like, oh, hey, this NPC is really nice, and look at that, they're helping us, and then the other ones, you see them walking towards you, I'm like, oh, is this person also gonna help us? And then they just hit you in the head.
It was like, ah! Start whacking you with a bat. We don't know why this guy is up here. Yeah. Just go with it.
Yeah, this guy in particular, have no idea how he got in that vent like that. The one who was shoved into the dumbwaiter, I can kind of get, but that
You
guy...
get that one, the dumbwaiter, but you...
So yeah, guess what? We have to find yet another key.
Oh.
And yeah, this key is for that one door that leads you upstairs as well.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
We're gonna actually bounce off those lockers right there so we don't, like, do the fall damage where he's like, oh, I fell to the floor. And he has to stand back up that way. You see there, I just quickly was already standing and could move right on.
And yeah, we're brought to kind of like this little community room / theater with a projection screen, and you could stand there and watch it. You know, it kind of explains a little bit more about, you know, the asylum here and the Murkoff Corporation and things like that. But yeah, nope, we don't have time for that.
Nope. We gotta make our pizzas.
Our pizzas and spaghettis.
This ledge here can be a little bit of a pain. If you kind of take it too fast, he'll just like to run right off it and just fall.
Yeah.
It's a real pain.
Mm-hmm. I'm surprised he can, like, he's very fortunate that every single ledge here is the same width, because trying to balance on those things would be a pain.
Oh.
Then you got the key, you can just fall right off here. Exit's right there.
What was to see? Oh no, someone's banging on the door. It's who is it? It's one of the twins. Woo.
Yep. He just barrels right through there.
And the
I
other
do-
one's over there, but we won't show him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even though he is far away, but still.
So yeah, now Yossi is making her way to the chapel because that's where Father Martin is at. But before we go there, we kind of have to traverse through like a dorm of sorts. There's rooms here with a lot of NPCs. They're here at their rooms praying and all sorts of stuff like that. But yeah, there's one room in particular where we go out because of course there's blood there, and we all know in games like this you got to follow the blood.
We just head out from the window to the window to the walls.
To the wall. Till the marinara falls onto the spaghetti.
Gonna get them keys. So we just grabbed the key. That's Father Martin on that cross right there. He's doing, I don't know what he's doing. He's doing some religious things, but he gave us the key. He magically fixed the elevator for us. And so we just gotta get on out of here.
Yeah, very fortunate that this key, you didn't have to go through any weird obstacles to get there. He's just like, here's a key.
Yeah, all of that. And he's like, oh, here you go. I'm sorry.
Another breather right here, because this is about like a 2-minute cutscene or so.
Yeah. We're gonna head out the doors from behind me, but we're just not gonna look at those doors because the two twins are behind those doors, and yeah, we're just gonna let them be.
I don't think we described why we can't look at the twins earlier, but let's just say it's a TOS.
And for some reason, they weren't trying to hurt us anymore, too. They're nice guys now.
Yeah, they were kind of like security guards just standing there.
Yeah. Chris, on the other hand, he still kind of has it out for us.
What a meanie. Yeah, trusty soda machine leads you to safety.
Only trust the ones with Mountain Dew.
True.
Not
Big
Coke.
true. Oh no. Team Pepsi. Actually, Team Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
It's just Mountain Dew's manufactured by Pepsi.
So now we got the keys. Now we can get out of here. Look, there's a door. We can get out. Oh, it's not
Yay, we
opening.
can leave.
Oh
we leave?
no.
Aw.
Oh no.
What a tragedy. So close.
Oh no, the loading screens. They'll be popping.
And of course, in typical horror game fashion again, we are led to an underground laboratory.
Or like Mr. Plankton likes to say, he's like, "This is my lab." But we don't have any
This
dogs
is
here.
And this is my laboratory. Isn't his computer wife named Karen?
I think so. I don't remember. It's been a long time since I think anybody's really watched SpongeBob. Everybody just knows all the jokes.
Yeah. Constant SpongeBob quotes. Yes, okay. His wife's a Karen.
That just makes it better.
An underground Labrador, yes.
So once we reach the underground here, we realize, Chris, he's still looking for us, but there's something else here. That little entity, we find out he's kind of, this is his little safe room. This is his area.
Yeah, the Flying Dutchman that we saw earlier, we might see him again. Oh, well, there's Chris. I think he's gonna get what's coming to him, finally. Oh.
Oh, poor little guy.
Oh. He gets... I guess he got thrown into the cheese grater, but he didn't turn into cheese. Oh no.
He'll turn into nice little Parmesan, you know.
Alrighty. Another breather.
Oh god. Yes, this is also really long. This is basically where the game explains everything.
I wonder why he'd be down here by himself surrounded by these marinara bodies.
I have no idea. I always wonder that. I was like, why are you here? Why he has all these books on ingredients and cookbooks, and it's just, what are you doing here?
Yeah, there's not even like a restroom or like a bedroom or anything like that, and it's like, I don't know. But hey, this is where he theorizes his recipes and whatnot, curates them and whatnot.
Yeah, he needs a nice quiet space to think.
This is also where he explains the Wall Rider ghost, the one flying entity, the Flying Dutchman that we saw lingering around. So this is where you kind of learn of his origin and what he is and how essentially kind of how dangerous he is. So he's just essentially telling an origin story here.
Yeah. We're running like experiments on people, and they kind of attached the entity to this guy named Billy.
Mm-hmm.
And so he wants us to turn him and kill Billy to, you know, destroy the entity.
Didn't you say like you can glitch through this door?
Yeah, on PC, if you're pretty quick, you can like jump in and jump out and skip that cutscene. But sadly, you still have to wait for that door here. So either way, you're still waiting. Oh no, the Flying Dutchman.
Oh, speaking of PC, if anyone, you know, if any y'all are interested, any percent run for this game is let me see.
Oh no.
Let me see.
I want to say 8
minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is 8 minutes because you know how we started at the beginning of the game outside of the asylum. You literally do some out of bounds and clip down here right into the laboratory.
Yeah, you legit just jump over a bush and a wall, and then you trigger a checkpoint or an autosave, and it turns out that autosave is the flag for down here. So it just teleports you all the way down here. And you just skipped like half the game, the entire game, really.
Yeah, literally the entire game. So, yeah, you know, different strokes, different folks for these categories. You know, I know Yossy and me and lots of other folks enjoy the glitchless category here because you know you get to run through a majority of the game and you know the mechanics are fun and whatnot. So.
Yeah, this game is actually it's pretty broken. You can so many out of bounds and clips you can do here. It's pretty crazy. I think there's some times where you're just running on top of the map instead of just running inside the area.
True. So now what Yossy is doing, we have to shut down Billy's chamber. We have to turn off his life support. So we have to, what was that? The water? Like we have to turn off the water and then we have to turn off the electricity.
Yeah.
There he is right there.
Yep, there he is. He's just chilling.
Suspended in a giant bubble.
This little bubble buddy.
Bubble buddy.
At least they left a tip. Make sure to tip your pizza waiters, guys.
Yes, please. Oh, this part is great because this is where Miles' infinite stamina totally shines.
Oh god.
You kind of feel like Cloud in the Shinra building, just forever flying upstairs without getting tired.
Look at this man go.
Yeah, and jumping. Like, excuse me, what is it? Has he trained for the Olympics here?
Yeah.
Alrighty, don't worry. It was worth it for those stairs there. Here we are. Finally. Also, it's okay. We don't have to go all the way back down those stairs. We'll be taking a little shortcut.
Yeah, we
It's
got
not
a nice
glitch.
secret elevator we can take.
Yeah, it's not a glitch. It's just a legit shortcut.
So yeah, we're just gonna jump on over here. And oh no, we missed. Oh no!
Whee!
This is the fast way down.
Ow.
He's fine.
This is fine.
We have a $10 dono from a Tom Pano. Excuse me if I said that wrong. This person says, "Good luck on this amazing event. Keep rocking, and good luck to all the amazing runners." Also,
Heck
hi,
yeah.
Jill.
Thank you for the donation.
Yeah, send him in those donos.
Well, there goes Billy. He's mad.
Yeah, he's mad. We killed Billy right there. He's one with the Marinara now. So the Flying Dutchman, he's a little mad we destroyed, his connection to Billy, because that's how he lives. So he's decided, Miles is right here. Why don't we just take him? So yeah, he's just gonna put himself in Miles, and he's gonna be the new host.
I was gonna say, I got a perfect, healthy body right
Yeah.
here.
It's very sturdy. You saw that stamina he showed off earlier.
I know. And his health regens and all that.
Yeah.
So yeah, perfect host. All right, how is Miles feeling right now? Feeling okay? Oh,
He's chugging. He's still there.
well, when a whole ghost goes inside you, you think it would make you feel a little refreshed and like, floaty and all that stuff. but
Never
no.
mind everything else. The fingers getting cut off, the constant running, the jumping, the getting hit. No, it's the entity that really does it for him.
Yeah, unfortunately, you cannot do anything to boost your movement speed here. Like, no jumping, nothing of that nature. Like, the movement you get here, that's what you're stuck with. So we just kind of have to slowly inch our way out of here.
Yeah, once we reach the end here, this will be time. Once he falls over.
Yeah, he's going to be falling over a couple times, but time will be called after, what is it, the third line up there?
Yeah, once he places his hand down. And boop. 53:38. Hang on, what is my PB actually?
Let's see.
Ooh, GG.
Yeah, GG's, Yossi.
Thank you.
Yeah, your PB is, I just saw it, 52:22.
That's without loads. With loads, it's 53:17. So I'm pretty close to my normal
Yeah.
old time.
That's awesome. GG's. And oh no!
Oh no, yeah. Sorry, he kind of dies at the end.
Yeah, you went through all that, and you die. Yeah, GG's, Yossi. That was such a great run.
Heck yeah. It's always fun to do. It's an easy run to get into, as you can see. It's just, jumping, running, and jumping. It's pretty short, too, and everything, so...
Yeah. Under an hour here, and yeah, just easy to get into, very movement based, no inventory management, no having to mitigate your stamina or health or anything like that. So yeah, if anyone's ever interested, very, very simple run to get into and fun.
Heck yeah. So yeah, thank you, Marforia, for commentating for my run. You can
was
see
my
her run
pleasure.
later. You can see her run later at RE7 tomorrow, so be sure to check that out.
Oh, thank you, ladies. That was impressive. I've never seen this run, and I learned a lot.
That's great. That's awesome.
Yeah, and Yossi did such a great job. So yeah, be sure to go follow her and support her. She's a very awesome lady, has a super cozy stream. So please go check her out. And yes, also please keep donating here to I Support the Girls, because it's for a great cause, providing essential supplies to homeless women and and stuff like that. So it's such a great cause. So please, sorry, please keep
Yeah.
donating.
Hit that dono button. Is there any type of end credit scene? Oh,
No, there's
Oh,
just the game.
oh okay.
So yeah, thank you guys, and I'll see you.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Yeah.